single-payer health care.
Take on the big corporations.
Together, we can beat them.
I'm voting for Tom Steyer.
I trust Tom Steyer.
This is CBS LA Mornings.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, April 23rd. I'm Kalina Estrino.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Chris Holmstrom. Here are the top stories as you're walking out the door. We've got breaking news this morning. We have just learned a suspect is now behind bars. This man right here, accused of 6 sexual assaults in just a little more than 6 hours. The police believe there may be more victims.
Also, more break-ins across the San Fernando Valley, and now the mission is on to put the crime spree to an end. We'll tell you about the plan on the table before burglars strike again.
And the top candidates for California governor take the stage for a fiery debate just a week after a major shakeup in the race. Hear their message to voters, also their plan for the Golden State.
But first, let's take a look at your next weather forecast. Chloe Carlson joining us. Amber Lee is off this morning, but you know, we're so close to the weekend, Chloe. We want to know all about what we can expect. All right, Chloe, thank you. Let's take a look at your next traffic right now because I still have this stalled box truck now on the shoulder in Anaheim Hills, 91 West before the 241. The delay, though, is still massive. It's an hour and 6 minutes to travel on that 91 freeway, leaving the 15, heading over to the 241. You could take the 60. It's the best alternate route we have. I know it's a stretch, but at least it's open. There's no incidents to report, and it's definitely not that heavy. The rest of the IE this morning, not too bad. Orange County seeing a small pocket of slowing on that 5 freeway because of a crash in Santa Ana. It's right before the 55, carpool and left lane blocked off. About a 10-minute ride from the 22 to the 55. And here's a look at LA. Lots of green, but some red popping up on the 105. I'll take you there in just a bit. We do, though, have that breaking news. The search for this suspect is now over. Take a look here. Police say he's now behind bars in connection with a string of sexual assaults in the San Fernando Valley. And we're talking about 6 assaults in just a matter of hours.
Yeah, let's go to CBS LA's Amanda Sorrentino live in Winnetka. This is where one of the attacks took place. Amanda, tell us a little bit more about what you've learned, where this man was found.
Good morning. So we have learned that he is now in custody here in the Van Nuys area with LAPD, but it happened last night where we learned he actually turned himself in the Lancaster area after all of this started to be reported. Now, one of those attacks that happened on Sunday was right here at this Vallarta store, and it was caught on camera. Take a look.
What happened? You're tripping. What happened?
No, he said I had a back and then he told me and then he grabbed my boob.
No, I did not. Shut your up. No, I didn't. Damn.
This chaotic scene unfolded just before 11:15 Sunday morning inside this Vallarta near Van Nuys and Corbin. Investigators say the suspect walked up behind a woman while she was shopping, groped her breasts and bottom, then tried to flee. A witness nearby grabbed his phone and recorded the suspect as customers looked on. LAPD identified the suspect as 29-year-old Damian Denzel Robinson, a known sex offender with prior convictions for indecent exposure and lewd conduct. Detectives say this was one of 6 reported incidents the same day. Started around 9:10 that morning. That was the first incident they had reported. Police say an elderly woman near Devonshire and Balboa was assaulted after the suspect pulled down her pants. Less than an hour later, another elderly woman near Forbes and Callahan fought back when investigators say he tried to do the same thing. Minutes later, near Lassen and Encino, another woman was grabbed from behind while the suspect allegedly recorded the assault on his phone. Police say another woman near Mason and Sherman Way had her clothing pulled down while he again used his cell phone to record her. Then later in the afternoon, officers say he was caught using a cell phone under a restroom stall at a retail store near Corbin and Nordoff. We spoke with the man who witnessed the aftermath of the incident inside the Vallarta store.
She was really shaken up.
and it was really awesome because her husband showed up really quick and just, really gave her comfort. It's hard to believe that stuff like this happens even in a supermarket. It's crazy to me. And to think that, because we all see these crazy videos, and to think that that it happens right next to you is kind of crazy.
Yeah, very scary, especially for people just going about their Sunday afternoon activities. So again, we have learned that the suspect, Damian Robinson, is now in custody in Van Nuys with LAPD after turning himself in around 10 p.m. last night in Lancaster. But although he's in custody, LAPD is hoping that more victims come forward because they believe there are more out there. And I did just check the Megan's Law website, and he is not listed as a sex offender there, but he is a known sex offender in the area. Live in Winnetka, Amanda Starantino, CBS LA.
Okay, Amanda, thank you for that update. Well, let's get to some developing news in Granada Hills. Assignment Manager Mark Liu is at the desk with details on a stabbing that happened inside a bar. Was this some sort of bar fight? What went on here?
Yeah, Chris, sounds like quite the bar fight. One person stabbed and rushed to the hospital, and the stabber took off running and is still on the loose. Let me show you some video shot by someone who was actually in this strip mall. This is in Granada Hills. This is on Balboa, north of Rinaldi. And it took place at a bar called the Sugar Suite. Happened at about 12:30, so still an hour to last call. But whatever happened inside that bar ended up with one man being stabbed by another. You can see there's the victim. At least he's upright, conscious, and talking to LA City firefighters. They rushed him away to the hospital. Now, LAPD says they've interviewed both the victim and people at the bar. All we have right now is that the suspect was another man who was wielding some kind of a knife, stabbed that victim, and then took off running. Don't know what the motive was here, but it did happen inside of a bar, so sounds like a classic bar fight situation. LAPD is hoping to get some more information about the suspect, but thankfully the victim looks like they're going to survive after going to a trauma center and get that stabbing wound all stitched up. Now, is there something you want to tell us here at the desk? Text it to us by using the number you see on your screen, 818-221-2222. You can send us information about something you want us to check into, or you can share pictures or video with us. Text to that number, comes right to me, or remember the desk. That's it. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Mark, thank you so much. Happening today, singer David is set to appear in court for a hearing in the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas.
And just yesterday, we learned disturbing details about how she died, but we're not sharing all of them because they are just too graphic. The medical examiner's report was sealed until yesterday, and it shows Rivas died of sharp force trauma and had 2 penetrating wounds of the torso. The report also reveals her body was dismembered and put into separate cadaver bags. We're told the autopsy was difficult because Rivas wasn't found until about 5 months after she died, and her body was severely decomposed. Our Rick Montanez will have more on the case live at 6:30.
The string of burglaries in the San Fernando Valley is showing no signs of stopping. There were 2 more yesterday afternoon on top of the 2 we showed you from overnight. Well, last night, the LAPD spoke with Studio City residents about their concerns at a neighborhood council meeting.
Why are you getting burglaries in the valley? It's pretty simple. We're getting lots of stuff.
Investigators say sophisticated, organized crews are targeting these neighborhoods. They're looking for jewelry, money, high-end handbags. They're casing homes and breaking in by shattering sliding doors, climbing up to second-story windows. Members of the neighborhood council are encouraging people to add more security to their homes, but neighbors would like to see more police.
There's patrolling that would really be helpful.
Part of the problem is lack of police officers. We don't have enough, and they don't have enough support in Sacramento. We need tougher laws to deal with these situations.
The LAPD says they're doing all they can and adding additional resources like more patrols, even license plate readers for the hardest hit areas.
The race for California governor is heating up. Last night, the top 6 candidates met face-to-face, and it was the first debate since Congressman Eric Swalwell left the race. CBS LA's Lori Perez has the highlights.
The stage, like the race, was crowded. The 6 leading candidates for California governor side by side in a 90-minute debate in San Francisco. The gubernatorial hopefuls looking to make headlines sparred over the issues. Top of the list, dollars and cents. The candidates offering different paths to lowering the cost of living in the Golden State. First question, would they get rid of the state's gas tax? Matt Mahan and Chad Bianco.
We only have the highest gas price in the country because of Democrat policies that are absolutely destroying the oil industry, the automobile industry, and forcing those prices up, forcing our refineries out of the state, forcing our oil companies from drilling in our state.
I know what it means when gas prices go up $1 or $2 unnecessarily. I'll reform the gas tax so it's no longer the poorest, hardest working people in our state who are paying an unfair share to maintain our infrastructure.
The 2 Republicans and 4 Democrats also laid out their positions on addressing homelessness. Javier Becerra responding to Steve Hilton's criticism of California's work so far.
Number 1, it is illegal to live and camp on the streets. We need to enforce the law. Number 2, we need to get people into the drug treatment that they need, and it cannot be a choice. Number 3, we need to get people the mental health care that they need.
Well, it's interesting to watch someone who has served as a talking head on a Fox News program telling us how government should run when he never has run any government in his life.
Tom Steyer and Katie Porter on how they'd attract insurers back to California.
What California needs to do is reduce that risk. We need to reduce the risk of catastrophic fire. What does that look like? On a macro basis, it looks like controlled burns, reducing dry timber. On a micro basis, it means hardening houses, keeping vegetation 5 feet away, and other things.
So fighting climate change and fighting wildfire risk is ultimately how you reduce the number of people who are forced onto a fair plan that is unstable and not financially sustainable for taxpayers.
Again, the 2 Republicans in the race still hold the top 2 spots. No clear frontrunner for Democrat has emerged since former Congressman Eric Swalwell left the race facing sexual assault allegations. But Javier Becerra has seen a significant boost in the polls. 20% of voters remain undecided. And CBS LA and all of our CBS California stations are hosting a debate next Tuesday, April 28th. That'll start at 5:30 p.m. at Pomona College. Watch it live on KCAL Channel 9 and CBS LA Channel 2 and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. We have breaking news right